This video is in response to the Brother Polight statement that he made on his Facebook page. And I'll briefly read the statement, but you can also read it on here actually. And that is, can I allow this woman to love me? She treats me so good and loves me because of my dark skin. She tells me how beautiful I am because of my African features. How dare her? Thanks. I guess her name is Christine. Now he goes, and I want the black family to be honest. I'm having very great experiences with women of other races, and I appreciate the love and respect that I get from these women. So 1, should I curse out non-black women for treating me nice? 2, if I show a non-black woman love, does it mean I hate the black woman? This is my response to that Facebook post. Bottom line is, you are free to do whatever you want, make whatever choices you want. That is your right as a person with free will. The questions that arise, or the inconsistencies that come up, is that if you are proclaiming to be conscious, to be for the black woman, to be for the black community, to raise the consciousness up of the black community, if you proclaim yourself to be a leader in that, to be a teacher in that, to be a guide in that, it's more about what you do and how you live than what you say. People don't follow you because of what you say. They follow you because of who you are and how you choose to exist in the world. They are inspired because of how you present yourself, how you live, the level of integrity that you carry. That is what connects them to you. Your words, yes, they help, but words are words, and they only have the meaning that you give to them. So let's look at this word consciousness. In raising your consciousness, one of the things that the black community is sorely lacking is self-love, is love of self, love of who they are as a people, love of who they are and how they look, their place in the world, their beingness. Now, in that love, it doesn't necessarily mean to accept circumstances that may not be giving them joy, circumstances that may not be fulfilling their spirit or honoring their spirit, or circumstances that aren't supporting the life that they say they want. So you acknowledge that, and then you do what you can to change those. You do what you can through love, not through force and manipulation. But that's another story that that's another concept that I cover in some of my other videos. So what creates conflict and confusion among people who hold you as a leader? What creates doubt in them is your actions are 180 degrees of what you proclaim. You proclaim that you want to hold the black community up, yet your very words show that you lack this self-love for yourself. Your very words show that you hold the opinion of white people higher than the opinion of your own kind. And in that, it shows that you don't have the love of self that would inspire people of your following. Because you say in your very own words, she treats me so good and loves me because of my dark skin. She tells me how beautiful I am because of my African features. Why does she need to tell you anything at all? Don't you know yourself how beautiful you are? How beautiful you are because of your dark skin and your African features? Don't you hold that knowing within your heart, within your consciousness, within your mind, within your soul? Don't you know that? Because if you do, and if you live that, you do not seek it from others. You do not require it from others. If a white person never ever looked at you again, never looked your way again, you would know that you are valuable. You would know that you are beautiful. Because you are you, and you love you the way that you are. It requires no outside validation. I'm sure your 4 black wives have told you this very thing, yet you still seek it outside of your people. You still seek it from someone that is white. So that is the confusion that you are creating among your followers. That is the confusion that you are putting into their own hearts, because now they question, now they look, and they may not realize that they're questioning, but they are. They're saying, well, maybe we really aren't as good as what he says. Maybe we really aren't as beautiful as he says. Maybe we really don't deserve. Maybe we really, our features really aren't special or anything to behold, anything to love. And they look at these words and they look at how much adoration you feel when this white woman says these very words to you. Do you feel more adoration when she says them than when your black wives say them? When other black women say them? Because if the answer is yes, then you have judged that white women's words are more valuable, have more meaning, have more worth. And how conscious can that truly be? How self-loving can that truly be? It can't. And you also say, you're having a great experiences with women of other races. And I appreciate and love, or I appreciate the love and respect you get from these women. Again, you are putting other races, their words, their words above and of higher value than your own words to yourself. What does that tell your followers? They can't truly appreciate themselves unless someone of another race appreciates them? How is that conscious? How is that self-loving? How is that self-accepting? Do you see the confusion that is created? And the questions that you ask. Should I curse out non-black women for treating me nice? No, but that question has no meaning in this context. You treat people politely because that's what you do, that's who you are, because there's no need to curse out anyone that is giving you a greeting. However, to ask that question is a deflection. It's a deflection because what meaning does that have? It's just covering up that you have value. You have put women of other races' value ahead of your own. And that tells the world that you do not value yourself unless someone of another race values you. Second question, if I show a non-black woman love, does it mean I hate the black woman? Well, what you have shown here is that you put value. You value their words more. You value their attention more. You value their time more. So it does not necessarily mean you hate the black women. It means you don't value them like you have been proclaiming in the past. That's what that means. And again, that's more confusion that you've created. So in that, what is missing is integrity. The integrity of your word, the integrity of your mission has been compromised unless you have decided to change your mission, which you do have the right to do. That is your choice. But do so in integrity, because that is always the best way. So in this situation you have created for yourself, and this is something you have created for yourself. So own it, don't judge it, own it. And that in that situation you have three choices. Two are of integrity and one is not. So I'll go with the first one that's not. The first one is you continue to defend yourself. Defend and deflect and give excuses to your decision. Give excuses to your words. That just keeps digging a deeper hole for yourself, however. That's the first thing that you can do. That's the first choice you can make. Or one choice, I won't say first. That's one choice that you can make. Another choice that you can make is you can say, wow, I'm still growing here. I'm still learning. And I see what an opportunity the situation that I created for myself has shown me. It has shown me that there is still something inside of me where I don't value myself as much as I thought, where I still look outside of myself to get my value and self-worth. I see that, and I see how that will hold me back and keep me from being the kind of leader I want to be. It will hold me back and keep me from having the life that I want to live without stress and struggle and hardship and pain. What an amazing experience I had, because that was huge. And I also see how I am misleading others into embracing outside validation, which in the long run only disempowers them. I'm glad I had this experience because now I can do it differently. It doesn't mean I have to curse out other women. Absolutely not. However, it does mean that I no longer need to look outside of myself, to look at other women, to put their words ahead and above the words of my own women. I don't have to do that. That's the second choice you can, or another choice you can make. And then this last one is you can decide that you want to do it differently. You can decide that, hey, this Black consciousness leadership thing, it's really not for me. I really like attention from white women. I value that more than anything else that I do. I value that more than my wives. I value that more than other Black women. I value that more. It's really important to me. So I'm going to go down that road, and I'm just, because it's the integrity thing, I'm letting you know. I'm being open and honest with you. That I'm stepping back, and I'm going to ride this valuation. I'm going to ride this valuing the white woman thing out for a while and see where it takes me. I'm of the camp, there is no right or wrong, lesser or greater. And you can see that in my other videos. It is what it is. Whatever choice you make is whatever choice you make. However, I do want to share any choice that you make has its own road and has its own path and has its own ending. So be very clear about the results you will want, about the results you will create with whatever choice you make. So that is really pretty much what I want to say. I will get into, or I will talk about another video that deals with energies of our interaction with others, how others affect us, how we affect other people in ways that we have no clue about. And it's important to know this because that's how you, the Black community, have been being manipulated and remain in confusion. It's more than just words and news items and news articles, and it's at a multi-level that's important to be aware of. However, that's a video for another day. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video if you feel it has inspired you in any way, shape, or form. Until then, bye for now.